Everyone stand, please, and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Ms. Alberti. Ms. Alcieri. Mr. Antonopoulos.
Here.
Mr. Donovan.
Here.
Mr. Grillo.
Here.
Ms. Jarvis. Here. Ms. Malinak. Mr. Musto. Here. Mr. Bruno.
Here. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by the following meeting. Annual notice was sent to the Herald and News, the Record, South Bergenite, the Observer, Township Clerk, and posted in the lobby of the Town Hall and Board Office, setting forthcoming scheduled work meetings and public meeting of the Board. Okay, do we have an approval of the minutes for meeting number 3? So roll call.
Ms. Alberti. Ms. Alcieri. Mr. Antonopoulos.
4.
Mr. Donovan.
4.
Mr. Grillo.
4.
Ms. Jarvis. Ms. Malinak. Mr. Musto. Mr. Bruno.
4. Presentation of certificates. You're not jumping.
PTA plays such an enormous role in supporting our students, and we're just fortunate to have a PTA, never mind the extra above and beyond activities the PTA takes on and assumes on behalf of our students. So tonight we're really, really excited to be honoring students who, because of the opportunities afforded to them by the PTA, were able to really show their academic insight, their cultural knowledge, as well as their creativity in the PTA Reflections program. PTA Parents and Teachers Association, and we're so fortunate to have not only so many parents supporting our PTAs, but teachers like Mrs. Ellis also very much involved. So that T in PTA is just so important, and we really recognize teachers like Mrs. Ellis who give their time in support of this group. So tonight we're honoring students from Lincoln School. The first group are a group of students who advanced to the county level in the PTA-sponsored Reflections program. Again, all from Lincoln School. So I'm going to let Ms. Ellis have the honor of presenting those certificates.
First we have Jack Altieri. Julian Dassey. Tristan Guzman. Claudia Lipinski. Sophia San Pedro.
We'll be sure to get those certificates to them. Absolutely, thank you. So the next group of students that we have, also all from Lincoln School, correct? Wow, Lincoln School. No. They all advanced to the state level and received an award in the NJPTA State Reflections program.
Avery Carmici. Amelia Calabrese.
Mr. DePisa, Communications.
The terms of 3 board members are up in November. The listing is on the agenda. That's Ms. Alberti, Mr. Musto, and Mr. Bruno. All the board members should have received an email for the Little League Parade on April 8th. I believe the start time is 10 o'clock. And the last thing is the high school talent show is this Thursday at 7 o'clock here in the auditorium. I received that today from the Music Association. Thank you.
Mr. Grillo, Finance.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You want to?
Any board member who takes exception to any of the following listed actions under the category of Finance, Facilities, and District Planning Committee may so indicate now, and a separate motion for each of the accepted actions will be entertained. Hearing none, I move that 1 through 9 be adopted.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Alberti. Ms. Alciuri. Mr. Andronopoulos.
4.
Mr. Donovan. 4. Mr. Grillo.
4.
Ms. Jarvis.
4.
Ms. Malinak. 4. Mr. Musto. 4. Mr. Bruno.
4. Mrs. Alciuri, Education and Curriculum.
Any board member who takes exception to any of the following listed actions under the category of Education and Curriculum Committee may so indicate now, and a separate motion for each of the accepted actions will be entertained. Hearing none, I make a motion that 1 to 3 be accepted.
Roll call.
Ms. Alberti. Ms. Alciuri.
4.
Mr. Andronopoulos.
4.
Mr. Donovan. 4. Mr. Grillo.
4.
Ms. Jarvis.
4.
Ms. Malinak. 4. Mr. Musto. 4. Mr. Bruno.
4. Personnel. Oh, I'm sorry. Policy first. Policy and Rules and Regulations. Jim Donovan.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Would you like this, Mr. Donovan?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Any board member who takes exception to any of the following listed actions under the category of Rules and Regulations Committee may so indicate now, and a separate motion for each of the accepted actions will be entertained. Hearing none, I make the motion that the following policies, rules, regulations committee action be accepted, numbers 1 through 6.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Alberti. Ms. Alciuri.
4.
Mr. Andronopoulos.
4.
Mr. Donovan. 4. Mr. Grillo.
4.
Ms. Jarvis. Ms. Malinak. 4. Mr. Musto. 4. Mr. Bruno.
4. Personnel. Mr. Musto.
Any board member who takes exception to any of the following listed actions under the category of personnel may so indicate now, and a separate motion for each of the accepted actions will be entertained. Hearing none, make a motion that 1 through 13 be accepted.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Alberti. Ms. Alciuri.
4.
Mr. Andronopoulos.
4.
Mr. Donovan.
4.
Mr. Grillo.
4.
Ms. Jarvis. Ms. Malinak. 4. Mr. Musto. 4. Mr. Bruno.
4. Any new business? Okay, having no new business, we move on. Superintendent's report.
Good evening. Just to let you know, park for us started today, so we have officially begun parking. Today was very successful. Some improvements and enhancements we've made to our testing this year is the allowance and facilitation of all tests on site for all students. So no longer do our upper elementary students have to utilize our computer labs at the lower elementary level. We have gone through the iPads for testing purposes, which allows us to be app-based. The nice thing about that is if there's ever a crash of the site, we're not on the site, so they will crash, we will not. We will stay up and running. In addition, it's sincere thanks to the support of Apex Computer Systems, who is our technology support group here in Lyndhurst. They were fantastic in giving or in satisfying one concern that we had, and that was using the iPads. The students were so used to using standard keyboards. So through some research that started last summer, we were able to find keyboards and adapters that were standard size and could be utilized with the iPad. So the iPad serving as the screen, and they're working off of those standard keyboards. Again, we are running different grade levels each week. We have much less instructional time lost to testing, and we also did not have to make any adjustments to the standard school day. Ms. Stevens is here with us, and my sincere thanks to her. She does direct all of our testing and assessment. It is a huge, huge undertaking, but she handles it with smoothness and coolness, unlike I don't know if anyone else would have. So my thanks to her as well. And of course to all the parents for giving them that good night's sleep, for feeding them breakfast on their testing days, and supporting them. Remember, PARC is never about passing or not passing. It's simply about demonstrating growth from one year to the next. And I'm hopeful that the state's going to continue moving in this direction. So even when we're looked at from a CUSAC perspective, it's not about are we a passing district or a failing district. The measure of success is are our students growing. If that becomes our measure of success, I have no doubt that we're going to be off the charts in growth. So again, my thanks to you, Ms. Stevens, everyone else involved in this process, and I think we're going to have a great assessment season. Thank you.
Since we have no public hearing, meeting is adjourned. No. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.